Hi, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your brother Bolo V&R. We in the building. On the 2.0. I'm not gonna be on cam today. I am not going to be on cam today. Ladies and gentlemen, came across a video from Hot Out to Press. And there's a lot of stuff that I got on my mind in regards to this government, but I've been pressed with other issues in terms of a pending threat that's coming towards Jamaica based off prophecy. I encourage each and every. I'm not gonna be on cam today. I am not going to be on cam. All right, so I want you guys to go into my description of this video. You're going to see two playlists. One from Sister Carrie Ann. You can watch her videos directly, or you can watch my videos reacting to her videos, or you can watch both, because I have added some things to what she has prophesied. And even last night I had one of my supporters come up, and they have confirmed her visions, that they've had the same visions or quite. I just started my stream, man. Why y'all doing this to me, man? Stop playing with me. All right, there we go. We good. We good. We good. All right. So, shout out to the people watching. Yes, you're the first to be in the chat. Salute to Sharon Robinson. Salute. All right, I ask that you guys like and share the video. All right, please share the video. Share this video with 2 people. All right. Now the agenda exposed. Right. There's so much things I could talk about. Honestly, there's like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna just start somewhere, because I just don't want to babble on. I really want to get through this live stream as quickly as possible. All right, so I'm going to share my screen, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to share my screen. It says right here that the U.S. travel advisory shifts favorable for Jamaica. This is August 2026. Today is August 30th. And you would think that after this information came out, that the U.S. advisory would have updated their, website. So Jamaica commitment to progress was reflected in the recent revision of the United States Department's State Travel Advisory. This adjustment, while nuanced, provides reassurance to prospective visitors that their safety and the equality of their experience when they choose Jamaica. Right? Safety and quality of their experience. Public and private sector stakeholders in Jamaica have worked diligently. Let's blow this up some more for y'all. They have worked diligently a more balanced narrative to the language describing the island to its visitors, 42% of whom are returning guests. The highest rate of the island in the Caribbean. The facts tell a consistent story that visitors have consistently been safe and comfortable with their decision to come back to Jamaica. Wow.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
The latest State Department updated issued July 25th acknowledged that the tourist areas generally see lower rate of violence crime than other parts of the island, and removes disparaging comments such as local police often do not respond effectively to serious criminal incidents. So, what they're saying here is that in the tourist areas, tourists get more protection in Jamaica. Is that a good thing? How do you guys feel about that, my Jamaican people? How do you guys feel about that? The government pretty much is admitting that in the tourist areas, tourists have way more protection. So they're focusing their resources. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but they're focusing more of their resources on the tourist area. What about the citizens of the country? What about protecting us? He said Jamaican officially including the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of National Security, presented compelling data demonstrating the remarkable low crime rate against visitors, which stands at least 0.01%. Wow. Okay. Um, is this article long? Because I'm not about to read all of this. All right. We are overjoyed to have the largest number of repeat guests in the Caribbean. Blah, blah, blah. That's all fluff. Jamaica has all when it comes down to destination that's perfectly poised to welcome international visitors. So, tourism is their biggest um tourism is their biggest, you know, cash cow. So, and anything to secure the bag, right? This is the official website. You can go, it's in my description. It says Jamaica is going bad again. Somebody said red flag. Share this live. It says country summary. Violent crime occurs throughout Jamaica. Tourist areas generally see lower rates of violent crime than other parts of the country. Now, what this is doing is this is keeping the tourists in the hotel, so they don't really experience Jamaica. Say that they are not coming to Jamaica; they're coming to a resort, right? So, yeah, the police is in those areas is more active, but so are you actually coming to Jamaica or are you coming to the resort? And what that does is it limits the potential of the actual earning of the country itself, as in the people. The government gets a small percentage of tourism. All that money goes back out all in offshore accounts of these companies, allegedly. So it says the homicide rate by the government of Jamaica is among the highest in the Western Hemisphere. That is so horrible. Armed robberies and sexual assaults are common. The U.S. Embassy routinely receives reports of SA, including the U.S. citizens, tourists at the resort. The United Citizens report slow or unsatisfactory response to serious criminal incidents. When arrests are made, cases are in. This is July 25th, by the way. So I went to what they said it is, right? Infrequently prosecuted to final verdict and sentence. The United States should not expect the same level of health care available in Jamaica as available in the United States. Damn, that is so horrible. This right here is a damn shame. All right, this right here is a damn shame. This includes general lower levels of emergency responses, response time, and routine care of illness or injury. I mean, man, it's such a disgrace. Ambulance services are not always staffed with EMTs or always readily available, especially in rural areas. U.S. citizens should bring extra prescription medication, as common medications such as insulin can be difficult to obtain. We strongly encourage you to obtain travel insurance, including medical evacuation insurance, before traveling. That means if they come here, they can get the hell out in case something happens. The Department of State does not pay medical bills. United States Medicare does not apply overseas. Most hospitals, blah, blah, blah. Do not attempt to bring firearms, ammunition. That includes stay around, shells, empty carries. Avoid walking or driving at night. Damn. Avoid public buses. Avoid secluded places or situations. Do not physically resist any robbery attempt. Be aware of your surroundings and keep a low profile, like stay in the hotel. This is what they're telling them. So I'm trying to figure out, what are they happy about? They got St. Ann Parish. They said off-limits location for the U.S. Embassy personally throughout Jamaica. Level 4, do not travel. What is this article talking about then? What is this? What is this? U.S. travel advisory shifts favorable. This is not favorable, right? You see what I'm talking about? It says off-limit locations for U.S. Embassy personnel throughout Jamaica. Damn. So U.S. Embassy personnel, they said, bruh, this is level 4. Do not travel. St. Anne, Steertown, Bucksfield neighborhood near Ochias. That is some cold shit. St. Catherine Parish, Spanish Town, Central Village areas within Portmore, including Nagahead, Newland, Old Brayton, Portmore Lane, Gregory Park, Waterford. How these places feel, bruh? Level 4, not a 3. Level 4. You see it on the screen. St. Elizabeth Parish, Vineyard District Community. Between the communities of Salt Spring and Burr. See, we don't like to read. Jamaicans don't like to read, so I'm going to read for you. Guys, share this live stream. We don't like to read. Right? Hanover Parish, Logwood, Orange Bay. Right? St. James, Montego Bay, Inland. Side of the A1 Highway, the Queens Driveway, Sand to Harmony Beach Park. Kingston and St. Andrew. Cassava Peas. Damn. Duaney Park, Grand Spence, Stan Park. Man, this list is all the town, bro. Just don't go to Kingston. That's pretty much what it is. I ain't reading out all of that. Manchester Parish, Greenvale. Like, man, what? St. Thomas. They have a detailed amount of places telling their U.S. embassy personnel are prohibited from traveling to certain areas in Jamaica due to crime. Additionally, the U.S. Embassy personnel are prohibited from using public buses and from driving outside prescribed areas of Kingston at night. How is the U.S. advisory favorable to Jamaica? Make this make sense. This is a utter disgrace. Utter disgrace. Right? Now, as I said, the links to all these videos are in the description, right? All these videos. Now, Nigel Clark, I want to play this video right here. And the link is in. I want you to go watch this video in its entirety. Nigel Clark joining the IMF is not a win for Jamaica or the English-speaking Caribbean. Go and check the IMF track record, right? We are going to be, if we continue to borrow from these people, we are going to be in debt for generations to come. And eventually, when we want to pay that debt off, what is going to happen? They are going to look at what kind of resources can you give us? Period. I want y'all to listen to this real quick. This is a real leader that is liberating his people. You guys make sure you go and check him out. Let me scale. Oh shit. Let me scale this down so you can see it. All right. Well, them ads, boy, you gotta watch them though. That's the only way I make my moolah on YouTube. Hey, Cerny, over here, man. Let me show you a real leader, man.
Interestingly, as high as this figure may seem, it is actually lower than any world region. It would surprise you to know that Germany, a country in Europe, has a debt stock of about $2.9 trillion, which is far greater than all the debts of African countries put together. However, the problem is that African countries' debts are burdensome and put a lot of pressure on their economies because they are mainly owed to international rather than domestic lenders.
Did you hear what the man just said? Germany has more debt.
I don't want to look at nothing. I don't want.
Shout out to VMAC in the building.
Subscribe to the channel.
Shout out to the new subs. Listen to this. Then Africa. So if you didn't catch that, Germany has more debt, right, than Africa combined, the entire continent. Listen. But the reason why he puts a strain on Africa is because they borrow the money from international entities like the IMF. Bingo. With all these different fine prints. I want to play that again, man. This is education time, baby. Let's play that again.
As of 2023, Africa's total debt amounted to about $1.8 trillion.
Africa's total debt. The entire Africa's total debt is $1.8 trillion. Listen to what the man's saying. Like and share this video. Share this video with 10 people. Man, listen.
Interestingly, as high as this figure may seem, it is actually lower than any world region. It would surprise you to know that Germany, a country in Europe, has a debt stock of about $2.9 trillion, which Germany has 1.1 trillion more debt than Africa combined. Germany. Listen to this, man.
Share this live stream, man. And if you want to support the platform, like, share, and subscribe. The anonymous link is pinned. If you want to donate, your donation will be read out on the screen. And it's anonymous for a reason. You don't have to put your name. And shout out to the last donation that I got. I can't say your name if you're watching. I don't want to dox you, but salute to you. I appreciate that $5 last night. This debt triples the entire Africa. Triples. It's not triple. I messed up there. Almost double. Pulls. Why is it that Africa cannot be free of this debt? Listen.
Which is far greater than all the debts of African countries put together. However, the problem is that African countries' debts are burdensome and put a lot of pressure on their economies because they are mainly owed to international rather than domestic lenders. In contrast, developed countries such as Germany, the United States, and the United Kingdom usually borrow from domestic creditors. And
those countries borrow from what? Domestic lenders. We keep looking to the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank and all of this stuff. We'll be forever in debt. So Nigel Clark joining the IMF is not a positive thing. I'm not telling him no congratulations. I'm looking at him like this. Were you working for the IMF the whole time when you was working for Jamaica? Was your alliance to them and not to us? That is how I'm looking at you. Period. And I got a right to think that because the corruption in Jamaica is crazy. Whatever happened to the SSL scandal? What's going on with that? Right? This is the agenda, ladies and gentlemen. These people got y'all asleep. A lot of y'all is asleep. And y'all defending these people down to the end like they some gods, like they ain't human beings and they flawed. Like they can't be out here stealing money for real. Like y'all afraid to think that. Y'all some, man, what?
Difference between these two is that external lenders prefer to lend to developing countries in their own currency or international hard currencies, such as the dollar, while domestic lenders lend using the country's local currency.
You hear that? The overseas lenders lend you in their dollars, while their dollars exceed the value of your dollar. So it puts an extra strain on you to actually pay back that dollar. Because guess what? The US dollar keeps going up. So if you borrowed $1 trillion from the IMF and you're supposed to pay them back $1.8 trillion, it's not the same money in value as it was when you borrowed it. When you're paying it back, the dollar might go from 156 to 200. So this keeps our people in constant debt for generations to come. My people, please wake up, man. It is not hard math. Borrowing from the IMF, having a good relationship with the IMF, having a minister of government join the IMF, none of this is positive, in my opinion. Not even a little bit. We're talking about having children that have not yet born already in debt. Think about that. Think about your grandbabies that's not here yet, already in debt because of this cycle of borrowing from the IMF and the World Bank. Think about that, man. Like the video, share the video with 2 people, 5 people. My Jamaican people need to hear this. This is absolutely ridiculous, bro. And people is celebrating this shit. Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Listen some more, man.
Now, more than 30% of Africa's total debt is owed to so-called development organizations like the World Bank and IMF, whose loans...
Ooh, like who? The World Bank and IMF. Lord have mercy. Now, that's Nigel Clark. Right? Like I said, go and watch that video in its entirety. Now, let's go over to another video that I did on Daryl Voss. You see him on the thumbnail. Listen to this. Because they just be lying, bro.
In other news, Energy Minister Daryl has dismissed reports on social media claiming an oil discovery off Jamaica's coast. He labeled the news or the claims as fake news. Mr. Voss stated that there is no such find and urged the public to disregard these rumors. He explained he received numerous inquiries about the matter.
As Minister, I can categorically state that there is no such thing. It is absolutely fake news. I, as Minister, will be the first one to be excited to share any such good news.
So this is Daryl Voss, ladies and gentlemen. He's the Energy Minister to tell us.
Stop the cap.
Alright.
And when that happens. So until such time as you hear from me, while I'm Minister, disregard all information in relation to Jamaica's discovery of oil. It is just simply untrue. Lie.
Alright, so...
Stop the cap.
Alright, let's go to this. Since
And some people see it, they're afraid to talk, you know.
Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
all right,
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
And anyone who
let's see some facts and evidence. Listen to this.
And them don't want the message to come out. I just gotta pick up right spot it stop. So hear what them must say.
While I know that the UK government is importing oil from regimes that we don't support, and I thought that it was very welcoming, and it resonated with me. And generally, I think that Jamaican people are very welcoming, and that resonated as well. It was,
Which
yeah, it was
people
very
say
pleasant,
Jamaican
and
people?
no, I appreciated that gesture to the industry. I thought the presentation itself was brilliant and well done, and I really enjoyed. Going through an oil and gas presentation with the wafts of the smell of rum in the room. So no, it was very, very pleasant and good company.
The key takeaway for me tonight was just the scale of the prospects. And I don't think the stock market really fully appreciates just how, one, advanced the prospects are, two, the scale of them. I mean, talking about 7 billion barrels of reserves is globally significant.
7 billion barrels of reserves. 7 billion barrels of reserve, ladies and gentlemen. So why did Daryl Voss come out and tell the people that there's no oil until he comes out? To see that video in full, again, the link is in the description. I'm just going down the line of how these people are exposing themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Now, hear this officer right here. Shout out to Hot Off the Press, man. Listen to this officer right here, man.
Have been mutilated by sharks at sea. However, I must state categorically that there is nothing empirically to support this. The body was found some 2 miles from the shoreline of Trelawney, where the youngster was fishing. This is a popular fishing spot for fisher folks. The concern now in the public domain is that the waters along our coastline may have been infested with sharks and is unsafe for swimming. I must state that after consulting with marine interests within the space and the local fisher folks here, there is nothing to indicate this. There is nothing to indicate that there's an infestation of sharks in our waters.
So there's nothing to indicate that there is sharks in our waters. All right, we could go to some evidence. Big up Atafai Press again. This was this morning, just a while ago. Check this out.
Section.
Yes. Where that says sperm whale calf in Bluefield, Westmoreland, Jamaica. Sperm whale, me saying to people. Sperm whale, you know. Right? Look how close a sperm whale calf is. And them say no shark in the waters. Anyway, these types of size mammals from the ocean is so close. You know what time it is. I don't know what is attracting these mammals to the shores of Jamaica, but for them to come out on the media and just blatantly say the type of stuff they say, when people, you know, we have smartphone and we can video and show you what is going on. Just listen to this.
Flash and the blood come out. Maybe I want baby that.
Look at the size of that thing. Just observe. You see size here?
Blood up the whole water here though.
Look at that.
Like you had water bust your son.
Yeah.
And then come right in your son.
Look at that.
And I come real on the shore to come give birth.
Look at that cup, man.
And the pain around. And a crocodile is in there, man.
A bird man, if you train up, you know it's right.
Yeah, man, right inside there.
Look at that.
Oi!
Look at that.
A bird man, him. Yes. Right, man, we need something for action. Tell Alexa to come here. Tell Alexa. Go on from the man.
Look at that. You can clearly see the size of the mammal in the water. Look at that.
I give her the whole lot of blood up. Yeah. A while ago come right through stone in on. Could I touch him?
Baby one there. In there. That's it, baby.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I man.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Give birth. Look like a bird. In done now.
Not fish up.
I'm going with him mommy there now. I'm going with what thing?
So, as I said, all of these video links are in the description. I'm making full credit to everybody, right? Hot off the press writer saw she make me know about this US travel advisory. The link is right here in the comment section as well. You feel what me I deal with? Ladies and gentlemen, these people are pathological liars. Right? These people are pathological liars. Allegedly. There's nothing that they say that I believe. Period. Right? From Daryl Voss coming out saying that there's no oil in Jamaica to seeing so much evidence in our faces of the people talking about the oil. Why would people get so excited about 7 billion barrels of oil? Why are they lying to us? Why is that? What's the point? Right? Think about it. I just want you guys to think, you know. I really want you guys to think. Where have you heard that before? How is these reports now false? So he's telling us that these people that have done their research, that they're lying. There's no oil in Jamaica. There's no such thing. This is a lie. It's cap. Well, Daryl Voss, I'll tell you this. I'm trying to figure out.
Hey, who man is this?
Now, all jokes aside, right? You remember when the JCF came out and said they reject claims of statistical manipulation? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to keep your eye on the screen. You know, these are just a few of many clips. Right? One unalived, 8 injured during a shooting at wake for entertainer Christopher Martin's grandmother. 5 men implicated in the case of a $12 billion cocaine bust. And you know, so anything we have to do with drugs mean more crime. Man gunned down in Red Hills, St. Andrew. 8 shot and unalived gunmen attacked entertainer Christopher Martin grandmother's wake. These are just some screenshots. 3 men shot, 1 fatally in St. James. Right? Soldier unalived while on duty, Denham Town, Zozo. 3 unalived as gunmen attacked 2 couples in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. 70 unalived in Jamaica in 3 weeks, but the crime rate is down 16%. I'm telling you, the evidence of the clear lies of our government, the whole entire system has been lying to us. You guys really believe that crime is down? If you believe that crime is down, put a 1 in the chat. And if you're watching and you have not yet subscribed, all you have to do is subscribe so you can actually type in the chat. Marymount turns to massacre as murders run amok on Clarendon party. Electrical technician ambushed and unalived in Spanish Town. St. Catherine man shot following alleged knife attack on licensed firearm holder. 25 million reward fund set for information of the church. And this is only confirmation that this man sent out a $25 million reward to find out who was involved in the massacre in Cherry Lane. Right? This is the extent where the government have to be going, is giving out money to try and solve these crimes. And they say crime is down in Jamaica. It's actually out of hand in my opinion. Excuse me. Suspect in Clarendon mass shooting unalived in alleged confrontation with security forces. But he was unalived, but there's evidence of eyewitnesses saying that this young man on the screen was actually at a football game when that situation was going on. So why are all these inconsistencies in the news? Right? Has mainstream media been bought out? Is it about the optics and not about the facts? right? And they come and they try to put stain on the vloggers. When I'm gonna speak for myself. I speak and say allegedly. The ones I watch, they do the same thing too. So they put it in the right context. And if it's our opinion, we say it's our opinion. Bus conductor shot and injured in bar in Naggohead. I personally don't believe that all the crimes in Jamaica are being reported. That is my belief. And my belief stems from conversation that I've had with police officers that are presently in the force years ago. You know, barbershop talk? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I don't believe that all the gruesome crimes that is happening in Jamaica is being reported on mainstream media. This one said father charged after 3-year-old son fatally shot himself with license firearm. That the case there, even so like it is funny like the father actually, allegedly hurt his son. But anyway, teenager charged for Kingston double murder. 3 men killed by police in St. Thomas. That is another thing. The increase of people that are being unalived by the police is alarming. Clarendon vendor shot and unalived in her community. But crime is down though. Barber charged with rape of 16-year-old girl, but crime is down. Man unalived in alleged bird shooting accident. Right? Hotler being questioned. Senior citizen charged with sexual assault of an 8-year-old. But crime is down though. Crime is down. 2 men unalived. Another injured in Gregory Park shooting. Allegedly home invaders shot and killed by off-duty duty policeman in Manchester. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being lied to. We are being lied to on a consistent basis. This is one of the biggest lie, in my opinion. U.S. travel advisory shifts favorable. This report, the latest report that's on their website, it's still level 3. The level of the report has not changed, and rightfully so, because the crime in Jamaica has not gone down, in my opinion. They can say anything they want on mainstream media. My eyes and my ears are not deceiving me, my Jamaican people. And I want to know how you feel about it. Right? Your eyes and your ears are deceiving. Right? You guys truly believe, right, in your heart of hearts, that Jamaica's crime rate has gone down. Man, let me make you listen some more of this thing.
Loans usually come with certain conditions that African countries must fulfill.
Are you a low-skilled worker looking to immigrate to Canada? Look no further. This video will discuss the...
According to reports, these loans from the IMF and the conditions attached with them have contributed massively to the bad state of most African economies. This is why Thomas Sankara, in his critique of debt, stated that debt is neo-colonialism, in which colonizers have transformed themselves into technical assistants. Under its current form, control...
Nigel Clark, in my opinion, is working directly now in this new appointment for the colonizer. Jamaica, this is not favorable for us. Like I said, this is going to affect our future, our children, not just us now. Just listen to what I'm saying, and I hope I'm making this very, very clear for you. So you can, the most illiterate or ignorant person can understand what I'm saying. If you borrow $1 trillion US at a rate of, the dollar was what? At that time, say $150, right? Like right now. If you borrow that money from the US in US dollars, you have to pay them back in the same currency, you know. So when your dollar moves, when your dollar goes up or drops down, however you want to look at it, from 152 and it's now $200 US to $1 US dollar. $200 Jamaican to $1 US dollar. You understand the financial burden that puts on the economy when you have to now pay in US dollars back to the IMF. That means your economy is not doing well. That means cost of living is going up. Gas prices is high. Everything is high. Food is high. Just to live for basic needs is high. So keep borrowing from the IMF is going to keep us into continual perpetual slavery until one day them say, all right, give me half of Jamaica and clear your debt. Right? So I don't want the Jamaican people to get it confused as if this Nigel Clark situation is a good thing. Nigel Clark is leaving a burning ship. And that's facts. All of these beautiful things that them say about him and him tenure, it's all foolishness. Right? A lot of money is missing and not accounted for. As a matter of fact, I asked the question, is he a member of the 8th illicit? Is he also under investigation? Why we have Andrew Holness, a member of the Privy Council, another entity from the colonizer. Anything that have to do with the colonizer, I'm not with it. I don't know about y'all. So you have two individuals. When are they going to call the election? Right? When are they going to call the election? In my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, and this is my opinion, I don't know how you guys see it. When it comes to the crime, when it comes to the lies that were being told on mainstream media, right, about travel advisory, there's no oil, all of these things, all of it adds up to a greater, grander scheme. One, keep the people blind and passive, because in my opinion, Jamaican people waking up is their greatest fear. Jamaican people collectively waking up and saying, hell to the no, this has to end. All you in the government must go right now. Jamaica becoming Kenya is their worst nightmare. So they're using mainstream media to demonize vloggers. Right? They have attacked us already. That's why I will come here with all type of facts and evidence all day, and I will say my opinion because I'm entitled to it. And I'm stating my opinion. Right? This is what I see. They want to make sure they keep their cash cow going, which is the tourism. That is their cash cow. We have 41 people watching. Share this with 2 people. They can catch the replay. Right? So they can keep that going. You know, the little money where the percentage of them I get, I don't know if there's any other half deals with these entities that, you know, these companies and these hotels. I don't know. But you know, in Jamaica, the corruption is so high, I wouldn't be surprised. But at the end of the day, they are trying to keep the optics of Jamaica internationally in a good standing. But we, the vloggers that come out and tell the truth and show the evidence of what's really going on in Jamaica, it is bursting their bubble. To the point where this article comes out, and look how they word it. U.S. travel advisory shifts favorable for Jamaica. And then when I actually read the update of July 25, see it right there, 2024, I don't see anything favorable for Jamaica. They are stating that the crime is high. They are stating that the Medicaid, the healthcare system is not sufficient. And people should travel with all of their medication. They're being very detailed. They know what's going on in Jamaica. But the government want to play it down. So the articles put out stuff like this. Go ahead and read it for yourself. I don't even want to talk about this lady, because she was the one that allegedly signed the Samoa agreement on behalf of Andrew Holness. That is a whole nother conversation. That's a spiritual thing. Like I said, I have a playlist that's warning our people about a pending threat of a massive earthquake, right? And a tsunami. Go and watch the video, ladies and gentlemen. While I got your attention, you must go and watch that video. All 43 of you, if you haven't seen those videos yet, go and watch them. Because those videos are not getting any traction because of the topic. Well, let's
Controlled and dominated by imperialism, debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. And this is why during his reign as...
Debt is a skillfully managed... Listen to what the man just said. Death is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. We have to understand that power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. No colonizer is willing to give up their power because they're spoiled. They live off the backs of our people. All right? They have these lavish lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, royalty and all of that. You know, the kings and the queens and all of that. And they live off the back of the Jamaican people and other countries around the world that they allegedly and quote unquote own. So they will not give up ownership. And all they need is 2 coons or a few coons or a few sellouts to make sure that behind the scenes they stay in power. Right? And unfortunately, you know, this present government that's in power right now hasn't shown me anything in regards to the development of Jamaica that they are serious about the growth of this country and having our people prosper and eliminating crime and protecting our children. You know how much children have been abducted? You know how much young girls and young boys have been on the missing list and have not been found? I bet y'all never know. Like, you would be alarmed at the figure of just this year alone. Right? So, there's a lot going on in Jamaica. Spiritually and otherwise. Right? A lot of people might, oh, no, listen, man. The accidents, the type of accidents that's been going on in Jamaica on a regular basis, that alone should tell you that there's a spirit here that is pulling for blood. It's pulling for blood, y'all. No cap. No cap. Right? So, this playlist right here, let me put it on the screen so you guys can see it. This playlist right here, the great earthquake and tsunami, 9 videos. Yeah, I need y'all to go check this out. This is very, very urgent, y'all. If it wasn't, I wouldn't, trust me, I would not even mention it. Go and check this out immediately. More and more evidence has come to the fray. You see all these earthquakes happening in Jamaica, man? Like, come on. We gotta know something is wrong. Too many earthquakes. So I believe this is a chess move to have Nigel Clark as a member of the IMF. That's a chess move. I believe that they don't want us to know about, they don't want this oil situation to actually go out like that. They know that they control a lot of the people. If they say something, the people just believe and they don't do no research. Even when you show them the evidence in their face like this.
And I mean, the $70 billion MPV they're talking about across all those targets, when you think that United Oil and Gas share price at the moment and market value of the company.
Remember that name, United Oil and Gas. They are the one that is claiming their interest in the oil that they found in Jamaica. Right? They're the one coming out saying, yo, all of this oil in Jamaica, man, we are excited. We can't wait. So how is Daryl Voss coming out saying that it's a lie? Look at this. This is a gathering. These are people of importance here. Look at this.
That's a huge opportunity for United shareholders. And I just don't think that's really understood by the market. And
huge opportunity for United shareholders. Why would these people be excited over something that has no bearing? Ask yourself that question, man. Man, stop let these people spit in our face and tell us it's raining, man. Don't trust nobody. Don't trust me. Go and do your research. If you're not informed, it's easy to manipulate you. And they have the machine to do it. The mainstream media. In their pockets. Allegedly. Allegedly. Right? Come on, man.
Imperialism. Debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa.
Debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Africa. Debt is a skillfully managed reconquest of Jamaica. I don't care which country you put behind that. It's a skillfully managed reconstruction or not reconstruction, but getting back that place that you owned as a slave. Man, I was pissed in this video. I started to stutter. I forgot what I was even saying. I just said it, but I forgot the word. Because I'm just livid. I'm like, yo, y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see the chess moves? A Privy Council member, now a member of the IMF, both of them in the same party. As a matter of fact, let's go back to Nigel Clark. Nigel, Mr. Clark, in my opinion, you never was here to serve the Jamaican people. You was here to use your position to serve yourself. You're a selfish bastard. It was all about your ambitions to be a part of the IMF, whether it's for the money, whether it's for, you know what I'm saying, status, I don't know. But you did not leave our economy in a great place. When the JLP had Jamaica, the US dollar was not this high compared to Jamaican dollars. Our dollar has dropped. You got all this money that's unaccounted for in the education system, the medical, the Ministry of Health, the same finance ministry, the SSL scandal, all types of things. Right? And I need to do a video on that. I need to do a video outlining all of the atrocities, all of the money that's missing, all of the money that's been wasted, all of the accusation of money that was overpaid to staff, the nepotism, the cronism, right? The acronism, all of the corruption since this government has been in power. And we have a prime minister that told us all, listen, speak out. Speak out. Yeah, he said that. Didn't he say that, y'all? Didn't Andrew Holness tell us that we need to hold the government accountable? How soon we forget? Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see if I can find that video. Ah, here we go. Here we go.
Mr. Prime Minister. And when me come and talk about it, and when every the other party they say you can curb crime and violence, and
they're not doing enough in controlling crime.
Yes, here we go.
It's the government. They're not doing enough.
life.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
It's the government in not doing enough in controlling crime.
So what I want to know?
It's the government.
To make sure, say,
Well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling.
All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime in Jamaica and against the government. The Prime Minister of Jamaica told us to do this. Why is my Jamaican people not doing this? Why are some of us so quiet? Why? Listen what the man said.
Should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime. All well-thinking Jamaicans should raise their voice in concert against the high levels of crime and against the government in not doing enough in controlling crime.
So what I want to know? Where all of them promise they gone?
Thank you very much. Big up them clips here, man. Big up them clips here, because we have them,
My job is to bring to the public the political understanding of issues. I get a sense from Jamaicans that they like, that there are some Jamaicans who want to make excuses for government failure.
Some Jamaicans want to make excuses for government failure. What you say about them, Mr. Wallace?
This is an ultimate failure of the government. It's a political issue. Make no mistake about it.
So there's a political issue in Jamaica where you, the people of Jamaica, continue to make excuses for Andrew Holness-led government. You guys continue to make excuses. Right? I have family members that honestly, I mean, you know, even if them listening, I am disappointed in y'all, man. I'm disappointed in y'all that you guys are literally in front of a elephant. And I'm talking about this elephant is fattening its pockets. Right in front of our eyes. That elephant already big. That elephant already got money. But they still fattening their pockets. And they're destroying Jamaica in the same breath while they fattening their pockets. Because corruption does not help the country. Right? It doesn't.
Strongly against discrimination. The truth is that our history has been one where we as a people have been discriminated against. So the conversation about tolerance, protecting people's rights, particularly human rights.
If we don't think, say, Andrew Holness not sign, or Jamaica not sign the Samoa agreement, when you listen to this and think again.
Is one that we take seriously. And Jamaica is evolving. 10 years ago, there would have been a much harder line on the issue of homosexuality, particularly from a religious perspective. Yeah. But I think that over the last 10 years of conversation, the society is openly discussing the issue. And views are changing. The church in Jamaica does not have a unified position. It is evolving.
The church in Jamaica does not have a unified position on homosexuals. And it's evolving. I wish church them in Jamaica. We need to know about them. Because I want to put them on my excommunicado card, listener. I want if someone in Jamaica right now have fund these churches that has changed their stance on what God says about Sodom and Gomorrah. Eh? I wonder which one of the churches in Jamaica has evolved their stance on this thing. I keep playing it, man.
There is discussion in our parliament now regarding the change to a specific piece of
Would you
legislation.
like personally, as the Prime Minister, to see it decriminalised?
What I would like to see is the process being further opened to bring more people into the discussion. It is a very sensitive issue. Every single person within the country is protected and that the constitutional rights are guaranteed.
It's hard not to feel discriminated against if something about your very identity is deemed illegal.
Well, the truth is, and as I've said, not just in Jamaica, but in other countries.
You know, something just come to me. She said it's hard not to feel. Let me play that back. Cause that does spark one thought in my mind, you know.
Said, not just in Jamaica, but in other countries, there is a process that is taking place. And what I would want the rest of the world to recognize is that there is...
Is deemed illegal.
Well,
feel discriminated against if something about...
is protected and that the constitutional rights are guaranteed.
It's hard not to feel discriminated against if something about your very identity is deemed illegal.
It's hard not to feel discriminated against when something about your very identity is deemed illegal. Well, in the same breath, it's hard not to feel discriminated against when your born identity of you being a male or female is being questioned by the education system and having and giving you ideas that you're something that you're not. Isn't that also discriminatory? But they actively in schools in America, and now it seems that that same energy is coming to Jamaica, where they're literally now trying to they're literally now trying to coerce our kids into actually that there's something that they're not. Isn't that discriminating against their parents? Isn't that discriminating against God that created them the way they are? For you to try and miseducate them or educate them, whichever terminology you choose, right? To say that they are not the entity that God created them to be. They might be a man or a monkey trapped in a woman's body. What kind of... Isn't that discriminatory? You going against a person's whole essence, their whole natural being. Isn't that discriminatory?
Well, the truth is, and as I've said, not just in Jamaica, but in other countries, there is a process that is taking place. And what I would want the rest of the world to recognize is that there is a legal process that we are going through.
And the legal process that they are going through in Jamaica is the Samoa Agreement. If I never know, the Samoa Agreement is the legal process. We're going to give these people prudence to operate in the space. The Samoa Agreement, that is why here him keep on talk about legal process. It is the Samoa Agreement. For all who never did know, at the Samoa Agreement, I go back up this way, I try go on with it. Want to listen?
And it helps really when we have this kind of conversation, and it is done in a way where there's also respect for the process. Remember, it took the UK many years, centuries, to change your laws. And we're going through that process. We're in different stages.
Can you see a point where it will be decriminalized?
It took centuries for them to change the laws. So he's telling you he's open to change the laws. Everything that is going on in America, y'all. Everything. But these people come out and lie to you in the media. But then they don't know this is the internet, and everything they say, people can go look for that shit and play it and show you they lying like a mother effer. Didn't they denounce claims that they signed a Samoa agreement? Y'all, man, listen, what? Whoo! Not telling us about the oil, signing some more agreement, acting like they didn't, telling us that the U.S., have some favor on the country when they don't. Nigel Clark running away from his responsibilities as financial minister after he sunk the boat, right? All these different things. Joining the IMF, the prime minister is a part of the Privy Council. He wants to amend the Constitution and wants to take out impeachment. Y'all don't see that we in trouble, y'all? They setting us up, in my opinion. They setting us up, man.
View is that the generations are changing. Their access to information, they're traveling more, they're experiencing more, and they have a stronger view, as I said, about discriminating against people. So I think where we have a commonality is that there should be no discrimination. But I think there should also be a respect for the process that is taking place in Jamaica as a democratic society, as a society that believes in freedom and the protection of human rights.
Man, what? What? Man, bruh. Listen, man. Slave owners. This is the game, y'all. Timo TV said, financial enslavement is the modern day slavery. Notice how they really capitalize this on black countries more than others. Ding, 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 ding. Bingo. Most of German debt is to the U.S. No. It's not to the U.S. The Germans are smart. The Germans borrow from themselves. You're going to hear in the video, the Germans borrow from their own bank, bro. So they borrow from their own currency. So it doesn't matter how long they got to take to pay it back. The money is going back in the country anyway. This is why the move by Nigel Clark is so frowned upon by myself. Because all you got to do is just think. Just think. Just think, man. Think about what I'm saying. Germany has more debt than the entire Africa. $1.1 trillion more debt than Africa. But they not worried about paying the money back because there's no inflation attached to it. They borrow their own money, so whatever their money is, whatever the currency value is, they got to pay back the same amount of money. And then the money that they borrowed from themselves is to use to develop their country so their own people can benefit from it. So they're investing in themselves, using their own banks all around the country to borrow from. Bruh, when you borrow from the IMF and the World Bank, like I said, your dollar to the US dollar is not the same value at the time when you borrowed it. So when you actually, what is the channel link? No, I don't have the link. I took that clip from Talk Your Mind TV. I don't have the channel link. You probably, oh, the brother, oh yeah. Damn, I can't remember his name. Again, guys, go and watch the Great Earthquake and Tsunami playlist. All 66 of y'all watching. All right? Please go and watch that. If you living in Jamaica, you need to hear this. If you got family in Jamaica, this threat is urgent. We're talking about a possible 9.59 plus magnitude 9.5 earthquake hitting Jamaica. No, Germany's debt is actually 2.9 trillion. Right? And Africa's debt combined, the entire continent is 1.8 trillion. So when you minus 1.8 trillion from 2.9, you get 1.1 trillion. And I'm saying Germany will pay back that $2.9 trillion way faster than the entire country of Africa. Why is this so? Because of the involvement in these countries of the IMF, their conditions that they lend you the money by, right? And the coons that serve the slave master behind all that. The ones that put the policies in play. Because they're following what the IMF tells them to do. And I'm saying normally the conditions of which you borrow money from the IMF does not necessarily favor that of the citizens of that particular country or continent. It doesn't. So this is why, I mean, I'm very upset. 20 more likes, peeps. Hit the like button. Yeah. What's the like button looking like? I didn't even check that. I just be talking and just... thank you so much. We got 70 people watching. Share this live stream. Only 32 likes. Come on, man. If you don't like what I'm saying, hit the dislike button. But do something. And I have 70 of y'all watching. The comment section is free for you to comment and share. Hey, give me opposing arguments. I don't want to be preaching to the choir. Is what I'm saying making sense to you? Right? Is what I'm saying making sense to you? And I tell you again, go and watch this video. Nigel Clark, Deputy Manager Director of the IMF, right? Andrew Holness, Privy Council member. I did that for a reason, those question marks. 2 house slaves. And then go to the description. We got Billy Davis in the building. What's going on, Billy Davis? Wagwan. Go check this video out, man. The Burkina Faso president, man.
I can't wait to see what awesome pet is inside this egg. Do you?
As of 2023, Africa's total debt amounted to about $1.8 trillion. Interestingly, as high as this figure may seem, the government of that country actually hurt the economy rather than improve it. Hence, Traore believes that countries that are indebted to these organizations will never achieve economic independence. This is the reason he made this bold decision, and it demonstrates his dedication to prioritizing the well-being of his people above all else. Aside from interfering in the economy of African countries, receiving loans and aid from the IMF and World Bank also opens the way for these organizations, which are headed by the West, to interfere in the political affairs of African countries. This interference has created a breed of African puppets who act in the interest of the West.
Jamaica has a breed of puppets in government. It's the same game being played on us. They did it to Africa. You think they ain't gonna do it to us? Anywhere there's resources that they want to manage, it is a legal way to, I'm not gonna say it's a legal way. It's a very cute way to control a country's resources. And the greatest resources is what? The land. This is what I'm saying. Why is Daryl Voss coming out saying that there's no oil? Do you know that, man, listen, do you know is it Nigeria? Nigeria is the 3rd largest oil reserve in the world. Do you know that Nigeria, the country, has to buy from their own reserve? Meaning, they don't own their reserve. How did that happen? Had something to do with the IMF. 3 companies, BP, Shell, and another company, right, allegedly owns the oil reserve down there, right? And they now have to buy from their own resources at a cost, well, hey, whatever cost they say because they own it. So overall, that's like you shoving your whole hand up my ASS with no Vaseline. That shit painful. Almost impossible, if not impossible. Right? It's unbearable. This is what they're doing to these countries. And we steady just like chilling, like we don't, man, listen, we got to get educated, man. Financial literacy is too important. It's way too important. And you have like the UIC president, you know what I'm saying? He's versed in economics. And I know a lot of people are going to be the politics thing, man. Go and learn, man. Listen to people that can teach you, man. F all this politics thing, man. F the green, F the orange. It's about Jamaica. It's about Jamaica. It's about our well-being. Right? It's not about no green and no orange, bruh. Let's move away completely from that mindset, that cultural mindset. It has not served us. You got people that are die-hearted this and die-hearted that in areas in this country that still don't have good roads. And y'all still just loving on these groups, these political parties. Y'all still giving them y'all vote. Right? And it shouldn't even be about that, but I'm just saying, if you're going to be in the game of politics for you getting favor from your political party when they go in power, why is it that there's some areas, no matter how long these parties have been in power, they never fixed up those areas? And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you a clip, and it's going to explain why that is. Let me go to Instagram. The reason why, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why politicians and these political parties don't, oh crap, let me go over here and start over here. The reason why political parties have these areas always in a state of need is because if they truly fix them up, they won't need them anymore. I'll say that again. The reason why these political parties, and let me play this clip. This clip won't explain everything.
They don't got abortion clinics at the border.
No, this ain't it. Wait, yeah.
They're telling us as American women, specifically black American women, we need to abort our children. But if you coming across the border with your baby, oh, come to the land of milk and honey, the great land of opportunity. We'll take care of you. Joe Biden even said, I'll give illegal immigrants coming across the border $400,000 a piece. Can you imagine if they were to go to that black single mother living in the hood? Not even $400,000. Offer $4,000, because I know some black women that can make something jump with $4,000. Offer her $40,000. You know why they'll never give us that? Because they know that we'll never need them again. Welfare reminds me of an old man I used to date. I was in a relationship with him for 11 years. He would never marry me, right? But whenever my bills were due, I would tell him he would give me just enough. He had a whole lot of money. He would give me just enough. Rent due, $1,200. He'd give me $1,200, not 1 cent over, because he knew that every month the rent was due, that I would have to come back to him.
Bingo! This is the reason why the politicians do not fix up your community. Because if they fix up your community, you won't need them anymore. If they give you the tools to actually grow and prosper, there will be no need for them anymore. So they give you just enough or just a little bit so you can come back and, yeah, they want to feel like they the man, like they the woman, like yeah, I'm the boss. I make stuff move. I got control. Right? It's just like that old man that she was in a relationship with. He had all types of money. You know how much money the government have? Why all the people that was hit by Daryl don't have new homes? Somebody answer me that. Why all the new people, all the people that got hit by Daryl, why all of them don't have new homes? Why they don't have a new house? Why is it taking so long for them to put water in their grill? Because they string you along and give you just enough to have you coming and begging them. Why, Mr. Prime Minister, do something for you, no man. They love when you go out in the street and beg them. They feel empowered. They will never empower you. Not all the way. This is the game, y'all. I want y'all to listen to what she said again. This is the agenda. With this oil situation, they're going to do the same thing, in my opinion, they're doing in many parts of Africa. Just like I said, Nigeria. What happened to Nigeria? They have the biggest oil reserve, but they don't own the oil. They got to buy oil from their own oil reserve. If we're not careful, Jamaica is going to be in that exact same situation. 25 years from now, we still not empowered. We still asking for good roads, good education, water in our pipes, electricity. And that's a whole nother conversation. Man, listen, let me play this.
He wouldn't give me $100,000 and say, here, baby, bump that, go buy you a house and start you a business, because then he felt like I wouldn't need him. The government system is the same way when it comes to black Americans. They'll never...
The government system is the same way. Listen.
Give us enough to get over and get up. It's only enough to make sure we continue to come back every 30 days so that we can remain slaves to them.
You see the 30 days? They give you enough to come back in election time. What do I mean? Anytime election time is coming, they go and fix the road down there that you got a problem with. And they say, oh, it's election time, man. They doing this and they doing that. Soon as election is over, mum's the word. You don't see none of these efforts. They are nowhere to be found. My Jamaican people, wake up! It is time to stand up. It's time, man. Time is of the essence. Stop allowing these people to shit in your face and telling you it's cake. Listen to this again, man.
They don't got abortion clinics at the border. They're telling us as American women, specifically black American women, we need to abort our children. But if you coming across the border with your baby, oh, come to the land of milk and honey, the great land of opportunity. We'll take care of you. Joe Biden even said, I'll give illegal immigrants coming across the border $400,000 a piece. Can you imagine if they were to go to that black single mother living in the hood? Not even $400,000. Offer $4,000, because I know some black women that can make something jump with $4,000. Offer her $40,000. You know why they'll never give us that? Because they know that we'll never need them again. Welfare reminds me.
Politicians' greatest fear is that the Jamaican people won't need them anymore. So they create problems to keep us for needing them some more. That's why they will never truly fix anything, y'all. We gotta wake up, man. It's time for us to take this country's direction in our own hands. And I'm not talking about no illegal. I'm not talking about overthrowing no government. I'm talking about coming out, all of us collectively united and demanding what we want, what policies we want, what changes we want in the Constitution. We're not going to beg, we are demanding. Jamaica needs to become Kenya. Not the burning of nothing. I'm talking about demanding. Going through all the legal processes of demanding that, yo, you gotta go. You do not serve us. You have to go. We're not gonna tolerate you or your people in government anymore. There's too much money missing. Y'all have not declared y'all assets, right? People losing their land allegedly, getting kicked off their land allegedly. All these stuff going on, all these moving parts going on in Jamaica. Right? Man, somebody talk to me, man. I ain't got much time on here with y'all, man. The number is right there. Anybody want to call in real quick? I'm not going to be long. Right? Tell me what y'all think about this, man. This is what sparked this live stream, y'all. This article right here, U.S. travel advisor favorable for Jamaica. This is what sparked this live. I'm tired of these people lying to us, man. I'm tired, man. Aren't you tired? And then if you are, what are we going to do about it? We got to come out. Listen, man. 38,000. I'm going to find that article. Listen, man. Check this out. 38,000 people from the alphabet community signed a petition, and that moved the government to ban this pastor from Jamaica. This is January 30th, 2018. 38,000. Look at the screen, y'all. 38,000 people from the alphabet community in Jamaica signed a petition to bar this pastor from coming to Jamaica. And their petition was honored by the government of Jamaica. Oh yes, and Andrew Holness was the prime minister at the time. So, can we come together, and I say this is all legal, can we come together and have 400,000 Jamaicans sign a petition to get these dudes the hell out of Gordon House, out of the parliament? I'm talking about immediate resignation. All of them. All of them. Anybody that is in that party that has signed a gag order to not speak on who is the illicit 8, all of them need to resign. We want them to resign under the guise of no confidence, starting with Andrew Holness and his wife. Because I do not have no confidence in a person that cannot declare their asset, right? Has not signed the code of conduct, questionable if he paid his property taxes, and much more. I have no confidence in you. The reason why it is so important to declare your assets is to make sure that you are not a scammer. You are earning your money legally. So the fact that as the prime minister you cannot declare your asset as yet, that is a huge red flag in leadership. And we wonder why this country is one of the most corrupt countries on earth. Yes, they barred. Yo, listen, man. I did a video on this yesterday, man. They barred. This is why I'm telling you guys to go and watch this playlist. Disaster is pending for Jamaica. They have truly
Don't skip this video.
They have truly effed up against God. They have effed up against God to the point where I truly believe that this magnitude 9 earthquake that this sister has prophesied amongst other people, because the evidence is there. A sister came on last night and she told her story about her visions of that said earthquake. And I believe this incident right here was the catalyst that opened the door for God's eyes to go on Jamaica. Wait a minute. Y'all are barring men of God from Jamaica now? Andrew Holness, this is what y'all doing? So like I said, man, we need 400,000 Jamaican. Man, 100,000. You don't need that much. If it take 38,000, right, to bar a pastor from Jamaica, him and his son could not enter the island. If it take only 38,000 people to sign a petition to have this man not enter Jamaica, we need 100,000 plus people to sign a petition to demand the resignation of everybody in the ruling party right now, because they have not declared their, well, most of them have not declared their, the prime minister definitely has not declared his assets. They're still under investigation for solicited enrichment. That's stealing from the Jamaican purse, our tax dollars. Man, you got an education minister, bro. This is a cardinal. Like, this is one of the most devious sins of all time. Where you just being accused of this is enough for you to not be a part of the government, in my opinion. How in the entire hell or heaven can you be accused of stealing 50 million Jamaican dollars from the education system and still be around our children when you were accused of actually taking away from our babies? Right? Yo, man, this is wrong, man. Yo, I'm telling you, man, God is going to do something about this, man. God is going to do something about this, y'all. This is not going to go unpunished, man. What these dudes are doing, bro, and these women that's a part of this government, what they are doing, it is not going to go unpunished, man. I'm telling you. God has to intervene. I don't even think these people are people anymore because they don't have no conscience. The blood and the tears and the life of the Jamaican people is on their hands. Right? Not just the ones living right now, but the future ones. Because they have signed things and signed agreements that is going to affect generations to come. Unless we do something about it right now. Man, y'all share this live stream, man. Y'all share this live stream. Nobody calling in. I'm about to wrap this up. If you did not watch this live stream from the start, I recommend that you do. The last thing I'm going to say is go and watch this actual. Go and watch this. Go and watch this, y'all.
This particular situation.
Go and watch this, okay?
That she has been warning about since 2017. And it seems now, in all intensive purposes, all the parts are coming together as to how it's going to happen. I did a video the other day.
Go and watch this right now, y'all. I'm going to end this thing. I'm encouraging all 70 of you guys to go and watch this. All right? Go and watch this, man. I'm dropping the link in the chat. Go and watch that playlist. All those videos are massively important that you go and watch it. All right? Right? Massively important.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. I didn't even plan on being this long, but, you know, hey, as the Spirit goes, I go. Spirit says to speak, I speak. Yeah, man, God got to intervene, man. This is wrong, man. This is wrong. You couldn't fit all the players on the screen. Everybody couldn't fit on a thumbnail. But, you know, I'm not a PMP or anything, but this statement right here is true.
A corrupt government cannot liberate the people. If the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also.
And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the entire river of Jamaica is corrupt. And this is why a pending disaster is coming to this country. To shake up. There's going to be a shake up. All right? Or Jamaicans have moved away from God. The powers that be that's at the top have moved away from God. You hear Andrew Holness talking about the church has evolved and changed its stance on homosexuality. Man, what? Man, listen, man. Y'all have a blessed day. That's my time. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed to the platform, salute to all the new subs. Really appreciate y'all joining the family. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the day ones. Shout out to all the new ones. It's your brother Bolo V&R. You can catch me on Bolo V&R. Right? Thank you so much, VMAC. I appreciate that. You can catch me on Bolo V&R Clips. Go sub up to that platform. That's my other platform. All right. You can catch me on Bolo. Oh, that's the links. Damn. You can catch me on Bolo V&R right here. All right. That's my main channel. My secondary channel, which I'm on right now, which is Bolo V&R 2.0, has surpassed Bolo V&R in terms of numbers. But yeah, that channel is going to be dormant until October 7th. But go ahead and sub up to all of the platforms. Thank you kindly. And if you want to be a blessing to the platform, shout out to my brother Double Speaks. All you got to do is go to all the links in when you go on the channel, right? excuse me, when you click on my channel, any one of them, and you see this sign right here that says 6 more links, when you press that, you open this that you see on your screen, and you see my 2 other channels, the PayPal direct link. You can join my WhatsApp community. You can support using the anonymous link or the PayPal direct link or the Zelle. If you're going to use the Zelle, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You can email me the receipt for the Zelle. The Zelle information is right there. And that's how you support the platform, all right? Thank you so much again. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And I don't know if I go live this evening again. I got to go do something on the road. Y'all have a blessed evening, man. Go and watch, please. I'm encouraging y'all. This is the most important playlist I've ever put out. This is an immediate threat. Warn your family. Share it. Watch it. Do not take it lightly. Fast. Pray. Repent. All right, ladies and gentlemen. God is the greatest, man. I'm up out of here, man. Thank you so much, Sharon. Sharon is very active in the chat. Emil Smith-Smarlin, salute. First time seeing you in the chat. Salute to you. Billy Davis, you know what I'm saying? VMAC. Shout out to the brother that always call in. You know what I'm saying? I saw your message. But I wish you would. Daryl Daily, salute. Said JLP half ago. Man, anybody that is serving the colonial master in any way has to go. That's the point. They gotta go, man. They gotta go. If they serving the colonial master, they gotta go. I don't care if it's JLP or PMP. If it does not serve the Jamaican people, or they not serving the Jamaican people, I'm talking about real progress. Real progress. All right? Yeah. So it's time to expose the lies, man. Sick of this, man. These people are coons, in my opinion, man. They sellouts, man.